Hello, I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I'd just make a quick one about this simple piston bolt door that I made. I think it's pretty cool. It's got a nice opening closing sequence. I don't think bolt doors were around back in the day when it was beta 1.8. I don't think they were a thing, so it's pretty cool that you can still make them then. Before I go over this design, I want to go through the design process that I had making it. Starting over here, that was just ideas and stuff. This is, you might recognize it as the modern monostable circuit into a T flip-flop that we use these days. That just turns the single input, or like a short input, pulse input even, into a sustained input. That just toggles these up here, which are the top parts of it. I ended up scrapping the back half of it because it was too much of a pain to include in while having space for the double piston extender, which is here. It's just the same basic design we use these days. Over here, these are the side ones. So that is the regular pistons and the piston extenders over here, all wired up. This is kind of just the designing how it's going to work phase. And this is, as you can see, the final design I came up with. All these put together. So how it works. This button here goes into there, goes into the monostable circuit. It gives a single one-tick output to toggle this, which then allows the output to be taken from here. I'm going to go over this side first because these two are different. This is the first one I made, and there's a reason why this one is different, which I'll go over later on. So this just goes up to here, turns that off, turning that torch on, powering these pistons, goes over the top to avoid the quasi-connectivity with this piston, goes down to here to the double piston extender, and across the top to the top pistons. It also goes to these bottom pistons, and over to this side. This was the most compact I could get it until I made this one, which, although it goes one further this way, before there was only these, place that. Before, in this fifth block, there was only this monostable circuit here, but now these are here as well, so it's a bit wider this way, but it takes away one block this way, so it's about the same in terms of compactness. And so that just takes the input over to here, up this tower. This block has to be there, because otherwise that would go that way, it wouldn't power the piston. And the other tower goes up over here, into the back, the double piston extenders, removing the need for this bridge across the top. I tried doing this design on this side, however, it was a bit clunky having this in the road as well, and also needing to bring this up further to power the top pistons, and the pistons just kept spazzing around, so I decided in the end that I'd just stick with this design on this side, because it was being really funky. What else? Yes, so this might not be the fastest. There's definitely faster designs, but all the modern designs I found either use observers, which are way in the future, or even slime blocks, which are another 3-4 years after this version. It's not seamless is the main problem I have with it. It's also not double-sided. If I click that, you can see it's a bit messy on the back with these pistons here, mainly. But if I were to kind of make a room about this, you can see that you'd still have evidence of the redstone in the walls, which is not great. I kind of like the look. It fits sometimes, not always. So definitely not the best design, but it's the best that I could come up with. There's probably a better way to do double piston extenders where you don't have to have this visible. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah,